Hey, it's Kat at Kattalestv. First off, Dodgers won the World Series in New York. Fabulous. Especially the asshole who tried to pull the ball out of Mookie's hand. It looked like he was trying to steal his glove. Fuck you. You're a horrible person, and you should have been arrested for assault. Literally, Mookie's hand could have been broken by that overzealous Yankee fan, but that's unsportsmanlike and not cool, and literally you should be arrested for assault. But I want to talk about the lawsuit that Megan Thee Stallion filed against Milagro. I don't know what the hell Alex Spiro and Megan are doing, because I don't know about the sex tape because I didn't see it. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't. But the interesting thing is there was video that they scraped from the internet where Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey were in a pool. I guess it was Tiana Taylor's house that Megan was renting. And it was like 3 days before that Kylie Jenner pool party. And there was another guy there. I don't know if it's the guy that does Megan's hair or makeup. But he was in the pool. And literally to me, it looked like they were doing a rehearsal for the pool party that Kylie was going to have. Because they were intoxicated. Right? And Kelsey was just like showing her boobs and her ass, and it was wild. And it was on YouTube for years, and nobody had what's it called, censored it until I started showing it. I retweeted on my timeline multiple times because it looked like Kelsey was just really wasted, and you could see her boobs, and it was on YouTube. And YouTube's so funny because they'll censor a video where you're talking about real crime, or when I covered Harvey Weinstein in New York and they acted like that was not monetizable when I was at the same place shooting the same stuff that CNN was at the courthouse. So they play weird games, and they guess they don't know that I am actually the videographer of all the videos on my YouTube channel, unless I say a friend of mine shot something, which is very rare. But, YouTube has always fucked with me. But anyway, let's get back to the point. That video was like nudity because you could literally see Kelsey's boobs, right? And then they took it off. But again, what made that video so outrageous was it was 3 days before that party with Kylie Jenner with Tory Lanez. And another thing that people seem to forget, Megan Thee Stallion called Tory Lanez to come to that party. He was in the studio, all right? And also, I was in the courthouse. I covered the case, and I do not get paid from Tory Lanez. I wish I did. I don't get paid. I get paid occasionally by the photo agencies that rep my work. And they take sometimes 9 months, 3 months, whenever they decide to, give me my money. But I'm not paid. But I investigated the case because I was so offended. And I did over 90 videos. Look on my timeline on my YouTube channel and just, Google Tory Lanez or Megan Thee Stallion. So long story short, I actually did more investigation than what's her name? Megan Cuniff. I actually went to the location. And the location off of Nicholas Canyon in Hollywood, all those houses are multi-million-dollar houses. They could be tens of millions of dollars, depending on, probably tens of millions of dollars, actually, because of the location and its vicinity to, not Russell Canyon, not Nicholas Canyon. My God, what the hell is that place? Runyon Canyon. Runyon Canyon is a cool place that a lot of people, including myself, have hiked, right? And it's very, very close to that location, as well as it's walking distance. It's a long walk to Hollywood Boulevard where Chinese Man's Theater is. And it also connects, if you go all the way up that road of Nicholas Canyon, you literally can go to the other side of the 101 freeway going into the valley. So long story short, all those houses for the most part have security cameras, the ones that you can see and ones that you can't. And mysteriously, all that security footage is gone. All right. Also, even in the body cams from the LAPD, you will see, if you look at some of the evidence that was online with Street TV and Nick at NyQuil, you see there's witnesses. There's a man, there's a woman in a robe. What happened to all those people? And I didn't see Sean Kelly in those videos. He was the only witness that showed up. And he also stated that he saw two women fighting in the car, and then they went out of the car, and he said that he saw a small man, which was Tory, try to break up the fight. He also said he saw the guy's hands in the air. He never said Tory shot Megan. So that was the only eyewitness that testified. And allegedly his son shot video. Where's that footage? So in the court, they never showed the gun. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, that the gun was shown in court. That's a lie. The bullets from her foot, or the fragments from her foot, were never shown in court. Okay? Also, was she shot in her foot or her feet? Because her story changed. I'm trying to think what else happened. So the gun's missing. It was never produced in evidence in court. They lost it a year before trial, right? The bullets were missing, like to check if the bullets matched the gun. The shell casings were missing. The fragments from her feet or foot or feet or hooves are missing. All the surveillance footage is missing. The security cameras of those rich houses are missing. And all the other witnesses are missing. And meanwhile, Sean Kelly doesn't exist. You can't find him. There's a guy named Sean Kelly, spelled the same way as Sean Kelly, who has an art gallery on, I don't know if it's Highland or I think it's on Highland Boulevard in Hollywood. But that's not the same Sean Kelly. I'm the only one that shot, when I say shot, photographed. I'm a photographer and a videographer that sells. My pictures are sold all over the world in newspapers and magazines and on blogs and whatever. But a lot of people don't know that because they see my videos and they think that's all I do. Regardless of which, I was the only one that shot Sean Kelly at the courthouse. He's a white British man with receding hairline and thin, and he disappeared. He has no social footprint. You cannot find any pictures of Sean Kelly that I saw in court online, which is very unusual. And also, not only did I see Quan in the courthouse, I saw Justin Edison, Megan's ex-bodyguard lover, and there is a video on YouTube, unless they took it down, which they probably are doing, is scraping all of her videos. She's drunk in the pool with Justin, his girlfriend at the time, and a couple of other people, and they're drunk, and Justin's playing with a gun. Soon after she got shot by Tory? You're going to be around someone who's high, playing with a gun in a pool? Seriously? So anyway, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And also, can I just say this about Milagro? Because I didn't bring it up before. Milagro is a very interesting person. I don't know her agenda. Besides trying to get a show maybe out of this. And maybe have a relationship with Tory Lanez. I don't know. But I honestly don't understand her relationship with Armand Wiggins. I know they wanted to, like, get as much traction on their blogs and their website as possible. But I find that Milagro is a very selfish person, and she has to be the star. And what's actually funny is her and Megan the Stallion are like sisters. Really. Milagro got upset because people told her how she dressed at the court was inappropriate. And also she was hanging out with Snake Girl. And Snake Girl supposedly took her shopping downtown Fashion District, and she looked like a fucking hooker. And I mean, and I'm not being mean, I'm being honest, all right? I don't give a fuck. You don't go to court looking like a fucking hooker or looking like you're trying to compete with Megan the Stallion. It's inappropriate, especially if you're a journalist, or not a journalist, but you're a professional commentator. You don't dress up like a hooker. It's not about you. It's about this court. It's about this case, and it's very disrespectful on so many different levels. But you can't tell her, a lot of the people that follow her, anything, because they don't understand. Also, you guys don't know how LA gets down. LA court system is crazy. You have no idea how many detectives are walking in the hall, how many people that were commenting on the way people were acting in the courthouse and outside the courthouse. They were watching everything. And also, you have to understand, if it's really a setup, then there's a lot of people involved. So you don't make it even worse by dressing inappropriately and acting like a fool. Her and Armand Wiggins were doing all kinds of shenanigans inside the courthouse, which you cannot do. You can't be on your phone doing live feeds and thinking you know everything and you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can't do that. But also, she turned on like Tea with Tia or something. It was really weird. And I also noticed Milagro's not a fair person. I filmed her outside the courthouse and gave her flowers, even though I never really watched her. I don't watch those types of bloggers where they're just talking about rap and stuff, because I don't really listen to rap. I'm busy doing my other stuff here, and I don't listen to that kind of music, because I feel like it's very low vibration. So I'm not watching a lot of those bloggers. One of the people that was trying to help the Tory situation was like telling me, oh, you need to watch all these different people. Like I'm Academist or whatever stupid name is, and all these other people. And when I started trying to watch their content, it's just something that I'm not interested in. It's just not. But good for them. They can do whatever. They can like allegedly let a chick get raped in their houses and talk smack about other people. But that's not the stuff that I'm interested in. I'm really not. So I really didn't care for what these people were doing. However, because she was trying to help Tory, and because, you know, she was like the queen of the case, I gave her flowers, and I shot a video of her on the street. And it got a lot of hits, you know? Good for her. But she's not the kind of person where she would return the favor, or we or a bunch of the women that were helping with the case would do a round table and talk about the facts. She wouldn't do that. But she'd work with somebody like Armand, who literally was shouting down my questions to the DA about whose gun was it. And that's when the guy said, Alexander Bott said, it doesn't matter. And instead of doing a follow-up question like, why does it not matter? Armand Wiggins, Nick at NyQuil, and Megan Cunoff started throwing out shit. I don't know what the fuck Milagro was doing at the time. And I remember I went up to Milagro during it was like one of those, it might have been one of those things where he was found guilty already, and then they were trying to do like one of those first things for a new trial. And I tried to talk to Milagro and Snake Girl and that other chick who was trying to control the court. These people were so, and then the only word I can find is ghetto, but it's not a black thing. It's more like, when I say ghetto, it's just so low class. Like they would intercept and interrupt and treat me like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Now, they don't know me, but let me just say this. I've been covering court cases, big court cases, for a long time. And I was involved as a victim of a very big case. And my case was in that courthouse. So I know what the fuck I'm doing in regards to certain things. But it was fascinating how Snake Girl and that other chick who I can't remember, who was such a cunt, they were disruptive, they interrupted, and Milagro, I don't know if she was high or just slow or that she's a part of some manipulated game that I don't understand, but I could not talk to her and say, what can we do moving forward? Because I guess she had to be the star. So, regardless of which, I got involved with that case because I was covering Harvey Weinstein down the hall, and then I was covering Danny Masterson, who got a mistrial, and then I skipped down the hall again, and I covered Tory Lanez because Megan Thee Stallion, who is a celebrity, and I sometimes cover celebrities, accused him of being shot. I didn't even know who he was, no offense. I didn't even know how to say his name right, and all of his fans were yelling at me. But that proves that I was legit. But once I found out that there was some hocus pocus going on, some weird Hollywood magic, some witchcraft, some bitchcraft, I was like, oh, fuck no. I did the investigating that I wish someone did for me when I was going up against some really bad people. But that's why I have no respect for Megan Cuniff and no respect for Nick at NyQuil and that street TV guy. They didn't even go to the location. You know what I'm saying? They just parroted what they were given. And that's not real journalism. So, Milagro, again, I don't even understand the lawsuit. I don't know what the fuck Megan's doing. There was no gun produced in the courthouse. Are they lying somehow? They're going to flip something? But anybody that was in that courthouse, they know there was no gun produced as evidence. And also, I multiple times said, and I even asked Sean Hawley, you can check the video, why didn't you file I might say it wrong, trombata or trombetta, I'm sorry, motion, which is when all the evidence is missing or the police lose the evidence, you can file a trombata or trombetta motion to have the case dismissed. And you can look that up. It's on my YouTube channel, Lost Evidence. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on, honestly. I don't know what games they're playing. I don't know what Megan's doing. If she thinks it's actually helping Milagro, it's giving her traction. That's why I don't understand what is really going on. Is Milagro actually working with Rock Nation? And acting like she's helping Tory? Or is she really helping Tory? Is she a double agent? Because why the fuck would she hang out with Amon Wiggins? And he was doing all that shenanigans. Or was she just high? And why would she hang out with Snake Girl? Because, so to remind you, Snake Girl was connected to DMX. What's his name? Oh my God. The guy that disappeared for a while. And now they're accusing Diddy had poisoned him. Jamie Foxx. So yeah, by the way, Snake Girl was connected to DMX, Jamie Foxx, and possibly Diddy or Rock Nation. But she was the one who took Milagro shopping downtown in the fashion district. And she was the one that kept interrupting. And she was the one that was saying, can anybody help me get in touch with Ray J? I have a business proposition in the courtroom. In between, when they took a break or something. There was a lot of people just, using that case to get a come up. But like I said, I honestly don't know what game these people are playing. Sometimes you have double agents, like we have with the GOP in American politics. They're not pro-democracy. They are pro-dictatorship. So again, and also for the people trying to actually help Tory, you need to go over that internet and find those videos, because I'm sure Megan's camp is trying to erase all those videos where she's drunk. And there was a compilation video where you see her drunk, and there was a lot of stuff in it. Anyway, I gotta go because I'm working on a set. But anyway, happy Halloween and be safe. And again, way to go, Dodgers! Woo! But I hope that Tory gets through this and free. But again, I honestly do not trust this judicial system because I've seen it screw over innocent people with my own eyes. But for him to be locked up with no evidence produced in court, I'm talking about hard evidence, as well as, I still don't understand. Maybe both lawyers were so bad, the DA as well as Tory's lawyers. But I still don't understand. Was she shot in 1 foot or 2 feet? Seriously. I still don't understand. I still don't understand why the fragments from her foot. Like, you ever seen a court case on television where the lawyers, the prosecution, shows the gun with the gun tag on it with the, the markings of the evidence, and then they show you the fragments in a container, and they show you the shell casings, and they show you the video of the location. They didn't do that. I'm not the only one that knows this. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's not how you do a court case. Just like there's so many things with the Trump situation where the judges are allowing him to get away with serial rape, treason, stealing classified documents, having phone calls with Putin. Nobody's holding him accountable. But yet, Tory's in prison for over a year with no factual, hard, visual evidence. And the doctor's records that are suspect. But meanwhile, Megan Thee Stallion suing Milagro, and Milagro's getting attention. But I don't see how she can lose the case. Are these people on drugs? Anyway, this is Kat. Talk to you later. Bye.